these chances I touch them. I move straight on these rooks now. Hold me up or hold me down. Have my back or hold my crown. Either you with me or not, but you better give all you got, cause I break the chains. Can't control me. I got the power. I got the keys. Cause I break the chains. They try to hold me. I'ma push back. Just wait till you see.
Do you just feel like there is no air left to breathe? Do you just wanna to be left outside the grid? It's all for sure, I didn't know. I wonder what it meant to be. If I let go and let it flow, I think there's more to see.
I just need a break. I'll take what you need. I just need to break.
Do you just feel like there is no just left to see? Do you just wanna to be writing down your script? It's all for sure, you didn't know. I wonder what it meant to be. If I let go, so let it flow. I think there's more in me.
I just need a break. I'll take what you need. I just need to break.
It was my
but I'm expecting just a pastel rainbow gradient rig, like, you know, from Kill la Kill, that one person. Because like that is
like
all
that a
the
lot.
gang. We're all pastel, like it's all of the color at once. It's got to be like on point, you know. Also, I know we went live, but hi, we're guessing what wig Logan's gonna wear for the last episode. Nice to see you all. This is Thirsty Sweat Lesbians.
yes. That
Cold
is the
open to us
topic,
talking
yeah.
about wigs.
That's a really
That is
good
the
cold
topic
open,
of
I
the
think.
discussion. I promised all of these lovely lesbian players that if they are able to correctly guess my final wig, because of course I have already planned out my final wig for this, then they get extra XP. And if you somehow match my wig in some way, I'm just going to do what Jess said and just give you a free level.
Amazing.
not?
Do my best.
Okay.
Yes.
Do my best.
Why
Wait,
not?
are the
I'm
commenters
really
allowed to
excited.
guess as well? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
all right.
How would they get their free level?
They don't get free experience. They just get the.
Yeah, they
They
get
get
the honorary
the,
level.
They get the
Honorary
knowledge
lesbian.
of knowing that they were right when we weren't. And I think knowing that you're right when
Exactly.
I'm not is a greater reward unto itself. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes,
Absolutely.
I think
Right.
just being
I'd agree.
at peace on the same vibe level, on the same wavelength as the Thirst Master is just, reward in and of itself.
Exactly.
I just keep stroking these bangs.
As you should.
Like a
As
cat.
you should.
Very strokable.
I can play peekaboo.
Stroke
too.
him, king.
Peekaboo.
Oh my god. Okay, well now you're giving me Madam Mim.
I was
Gritty.
literally doing Madam Mim.
It's Gritty. That's what you remind me of. You remind me of Gritty. I got
But
it.
Yeah,
like a hotter Gritty.
That's
Hot Gritty. Hot Gritty.
By a lot.
not gritty.
Hot,
I think-
hot gritty.
Hot Gritty
if
summer.
Gritty Wait, hold on. Hold on. What do you mean hot gritty? Gritty's already pretty hot if you ask me.
I mean,
Hotter,
yeah,
gritty, summer.
Hotter
yes.
gritty, exactly.
Hotter.
Aubrey, don't look at me like that. None of this goes into the Blood of King group's chat. Please don't dox me.
It's all. I'm going to clip this and send this to the podcast group.
Please.
Just,
I
just
can't wait to
make
hear
it a
more
GIF.
about this later.
Just make it a
Tell us,
GIF.
tell us more, Tick, about your feelings.
Mhm.
Tick is so hot.
I'm playing.
Tell us,
There's,
when did you
um,
start finding gritty attractive?
There's a lot to unpack there, I think.
Would you be opposed to me including a gritty lesbian in this?
I will kill them if you do that. You can. But I
Wow.
won't.
I'm gonna marry them. I'm gonna in-game marry them so that you can't kill them without hurting my feelings.
Mhm.
No, like in
Okay.
character, I'd have to kill them. Out of character, my feelings are a complex matter that I'm not going to go into in front of whatever audience we have. That's just going to give
Wonderful.
Aubrey ammo to roast me later.
Okay, well, that's enough
Get
wig
their
talk
ass.
and gritty talk. Let's bring it back
Okay.
to some lesbian talk. So, last time on Thirsty Sword Lesbians, you had a nice introductory session in the Islands of Trouble and Base, helping out a potential new teammate, Call Me Maybe, who has ghosted you. And you've also learned that Jamboard Incorporated, Gaming Incorporated, has been bought out by Red.
Mhm.
I forget what Red stands for, even though I wrote it down and created it. It's
Rhythm.
not Rhythm.
They don't have any.
No, where is it? Come on. Come on. Here we go. Reprisal equivalence dynamics. And I unwittingly created a fascist organization. Didn't mean to.
Yikes.
Yikes!
Yeah.
But you know, we roll with what I've created because
Yeah, we do.
that's how I play.
Yeah, we do.
But one thing I forgot to do was we forgot to do the XP check-in. And so after each game session, each player marks XP if during the session any PC confessed their love, which I don't think any of you did.
Aubrey kind of simped, but like not enough
I
for it
didn't,
to turn
I
into
didn't
not
confess to my
allowed.
love.
I
Yeah.
am sorry. Simping is not love.
Yeah,
Respect.
Just gonna put that out there.
Love that
Yeah.
statement.
yeah. No, it's
That
not.
is fair. I just want free XP.
Say it louder. Simping is not love. Okay.
You are correct.
That's a really
Yes.
profound statement.
That is a
Thank
very
you.
profound statement. Yes.
Okay. The second one is any PC struck a blow against oppression or de-escalated a violent situation. Did any
We-
de-escalate
We kind
a
of
violent
we
situation?
escalated a violent situation.
I
I-
cut off
But
a
we did-
potentially violent situation at the head before it could
Sure.
get more
Exactly.
violent, is what
Yeah.
I say.
Exactly.
We did.
I was gonna say that.
We
Yeah.
did strike a blow against oppression.
I don't know if you struck a blow against oppression, just a bitch. But
She's like been stopped a huge scam.
I
then-
yes.
that's true. Okay, you know what? It was a scam. She was trying to oppress people by taking it. I will give you all 1 XP for enough
Yeah!
benefit. Mind control is literally oppression.
Yeah.
You know, when you put it that way, yes.
Yeah.
So yes, you all gain experience from that. Did any PC leap into danger with daring and panache?
Yes.
Yes, the
All of
boombox.
us.
Mhm.
The boombox that counts. Yeah.
So
Oh,
all of
God.
you mark XP, and any player used a safety tool such as the palette or a checking card. I don't believe any of us did.
No.
We
No
did not.
safety tools.
However, some of you got bonus XP for a couple different things. I have it marked down.
Bad roll.
Cruel Summer, Aubrey, you get XP from landslide tempting you with a string.
Mhm.
So if you did not mark that before, you get to mark that.
I did.
And I believe you also got one other XP for another move you did.
I think I marked that. Yeah.
Okay, so you should have a total of 4. And
Yeah.
then Horizon, you get 2 XP because you had 2 downbeats.
It was because of negatives in my
Mhm.
very badly skewed stat block, which I did on purpose. So, full disclosure, when I created when I created Horizon, I almost named Adam's characters. When I created Horizon, I was like, it is so bad to numbers optimize in a Powered by the Apocalypse style game. And I was like, but it's funny in the story. So I fully numbers optimized.
Oh no, I love
and it worked out well for me.
Working out great. You get XP.
Speaking
I have
of
4
age,
XP.
I was about to
So
say, like,
close.
so 2 of you have 4 XP, 2 of you have 2 XP. I hope you all get more XP this session. And speaking of name confusion, let's go around and introduce ourselves just in case we got some new people on the stream. So my name
Good
is
idea.
Logan. My pronouns are he, him. I like to wear fabulous wigs sometimes, and I am your benevolent and hopefully titillating Thirstmaster this episode.
Very
And-
titillating. I'm titillated.
You should be. Okay, can I tell you a really bad joke that
Yes.
Clay, who is my
Please.
husband,
Immediately.
Clay's
Yes, but I will judge you for it.
Clay's physics teacher told him this in high school, and it's really bad
Okay.
because
I'm so
a teacher
excited.
told this to a bunch of high schoolers. How do you titillate an ocelot?
Oh my god, I don't know if I want to know this answer.
I don't know if I want to know anymore.
But tell us.
You oscillate its tits a lot. Moving on. Let's go to my clockwise. We have new game. No, you need the context to realize it's so much worse.
Oh no, is Tick dead or frozen?
I think they died.
Oh my god. Hi.
I killed Tick.
I'm sorry, but
Buffering, literally.
Maybe we'll come back to Tick.
I think they're catching up.
I'm sorry, right? Hi, can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
fucking
Yeah,
I
dying.
can hear you.
Hi. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I can see no one's faces right now. I don't know if you can see mine.
We can see yours.
I'll do my intro anyways. Hi everyone, I'm an internet. My name's Tick. I use he, she, they pronouns, and I play on Goblins and Gays, a very gay 2E actual play podcast. And for this game, I am not playing in that podcast. I'm playing Thirsty Sword Lesbians. I'm playing New Game, the Trickster Playbook, who is apparently a bit of a troll and kind of a bastard.
Absolutely. Yes. Kind of a bastard, I think, is a really good description.
Of all of you.
Of all of us. We're
Just
all
a
kind
little
of a
bit, yeah.
bastard.
Moving
Exactly.
on, we have Horizon.
Hi, I play Horizon, raspy voiced weirdo with a bald head and horns and face tattoos and stuff. And I'm Jess. I use he, she, they pronouns. I'm on the Fantastic Worlds podcast, GSOE, Far Beyond the Stars, so many things at this point. It's getting ridiculous. Horizon is also kind of a jerk, but only to jerks, like a bully of bullies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
I think it's
meanie
fair.
to the meanies.
Yeah.
I get it.
Mean to meanies. That was
Like-
me as a kid, to be quite honest.
The bully of bullies, the serial killer of serial killers.
Yeah.
Don't
Dexter.
don't say that. Let's not say that.
Moving on, we got Cruel Summer in my upper right.
Hello, I am Aubrey, and I play Cruel Summer, who is just a walking Taylor Swift reference right now.
Hell yes. My goodness. I am
There's
so
gonna be some bad
excited.
blood.
Yeah, I'm very much. I have the discography open in a tab, and I'm going to reference song titles as I go. But yes, you can find me on Goblins and Gays. I am the GM of our main campaign, and I'm also in a bajillion other things. But one awesome thing that I'm in that dropped today is the trailer for. I'm in a Lancer podcast called Bring Your Own Mech, and the trailer for it dropped today, and it's. Whoever Mikey, our editor, killed it, and I'm really excited for everybody to hear it.
Yes, awesome.
Our planet Arrakis
Very
is
excited
so
too, yeah.
beautiful when the sun is
Very exciting. And then last but not least, to my lower
rolling over
upper
the
right.
sands. You can
She
see
is my
spice in the air.
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm on the Fantastic Worlds podcast, the GM of Far Beyond the Stars, and a little show called Fairy Tale Fix. And I am playing She Is My Sin. I go by she, her pronouns. She Is My Sin also goes by, well, I think she goes by she, they programs. Wow, pronouns.
Programs.
She's a she, they program. and that's what she's running. And I had something else, but I'm totally derailed off of that. Yep. Thank you. That's what I got tonight.
Okay, so we're going to jump back into the world of Harmony, and it has actually been a little bit of a time skip for all of you, because like I said, Red has taken over, and it's been, I'd say, probably like 3 to 4 weeks, so a solid month of their control. And, a couple things have happened that I'm going to remind you about, but also give you some new information. And then you're going to start off just kind of traveling through the military zone of rock and roll, because that's where you all indicated you would like to be headed. Sound good?
I mean, she is my sin, will go along with it quietly, trying to make herself look, not noticeable in like the back. I actually think that as we go there, she materializes some sunglasses and a hat or something out of nowhere.
What does the hat look like?
Definitely one of those like big ones that maybe has like a veil down over the front of it.
Oh my
God. You're like, hold on, I have to go into the character edit screen.
Yes. She goes into the character, like, hang on, I'll reload in just a second. And it's like one of those huge hats with the big sunglasses that cover like most of her face.
I love that so much.
It's like, do not see me, do not perceive me. For all practical purposes, I do not exist.
Yes. I do not want to be perceived.
Do not even look in my direction or I'll beat you to death.
I love that. And no particular reason why that she would be upset about.
None at all.
It's just for aesthetics,
just for the vibe,
just for the vibe.
Because that's what you
isn't
want.
Saying anything about anything she heard.
Well,
why would you say it? Heard what? There's nothing to hear.
Nothing
There's
at
nothing
all
to be heard. In fact, the thing that is probably on, I would say probably all of your minds, at least somewhere taking up some brain space, is you did receive a PM, a private message from your former bandmate, Kerosene. You recall that the PM you received was, I forgot what it said already specifically.
I think it was like an SOS, like, please help me. I'm in the building.
Yeah, I was going to find the exact wording, but yeah, she essentially sent you an SOS asking you to go to the center of TWO, the World of Harmony. Not a lot is known about that. Yeah, not a lot is known about that zone, and you've chosen to go through the military zone of rock and roll. Your potential 5th band member, Call Me Maybe, has also disappeared. And at first, you all were pretty mad that he ghosted you, correct?
Yeah, we're all like, damn, we were so nice to you when you ghost us, and by nice I mean we were assholes, so we kind of deserve it.
We let you into our group. We did all this for you. We saved you from
we just bullied him. We bullied him aggressively. We totally desered to get ghosted. I feel like we're all miffed about it.
I mean, the thing I would have ghosted us, but that's neither here.
Yeah, like if I was invited into this group and this was my introduction, I would have very much ghosted literally all of you.
I would never have spoken to those people ever again.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, y'all are meanies. But the weird thing about Call Me Maybe's disappearance is that you've seen every single time you've all logged on that he has also been logged on almost in perpetuity, which is really unsettling the longer that it goes on. It's been weeks now, and every single time one of you is logged on, you see, because you exchange information, he has also been logged on, but he doesn't contact you. You can't contact him in any way that gets a response. And what you've been hearing is that there's actually, some rumors going on. TWO official news updates have said nothing about this so-called mass disappearance of players. They've just said that it's not linked to permabanning. However, you do know that underground resistance news sources, such as the one from Libero, have ascertained that countless conductors have succumbed to a limbo-like avatar state, with some estimates of the number of victims in the thousands. Worse yet, there are rumors floating around that those who are in limbo are unable to be reached IRL. But because you don't know Call Me Maybe that well, you don't know how to contact him at all.
Yeah. I would say it would have occurred to Horizon after like one day, like maybe something happened to him. He seemed really nice. Like he wouldn't just ghost us.
I was joking about the if you die in the game, you die in real life thing, Thirstmaster, but you seem to be coming for us.
You should never say what you wish to be in the game because I will monkey pause that shit quicker than you can say hello.
We're going to purgatory.
I've learned my lesson. Actually, no, I haven't. But like, I've learned.
You know the lesson, you just haven't learned it.
Yeah.
It's like you know it, you just haven't internalized it. Really, like you haven't made it a part of you.
Yeah,
I'm ready for the lesson.
Yeah.
The last bit of information before I will let you begin meandering your way through the military zone of rock and roll is the tight control of Red has dramatically changed the landscape of TWO. Hundreds of conductors have been permabanned within the first few weeks of Red acquisition. And this is the most disconcerting part, is that countless players have actually sought to join with Red and become musical moderators themselves, ever growing the permabanning offensive power that's now exists within this game.
Gross.
And you take all this in, and you're specifically going to the military zone of rock and roll because you've heard that there has been a lot of moderators there, and you want to kick their asses.
Yeah, I do want to kick
Hell
their
yes, absolutely.
You can ban me from the game, but you can't ban me in real life.
So let me take you to the military zone. So, do you all see the military zone on Roll20?
Yes.
I do. Ooh, very, very cool. I like it.
So, the military zone, it's kind of washed in sepia tones. I think that's a fun aspect to it, even if the other pictures won't show that. Just think of it as sepia toned. It's very much the My Chemical Romance Ghost of You video, just like the whole time.
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely.
I was gonna say I love your shirt, Aubrey.
Thank you.
Long time.
But you know, it's modeled after the No Man's Land from World War I. So there's a huge desolate, like you can see people from far away, which is both a good and a bad thing. But there's also countless trenches dug in where people can surprise you at any moment. And this is a notorious PvP player versus player zone. So you can easily attack others here. And you had to tip off that, like I said, there's a huge amassing of musical moderators that are being funded by Red, and you are coming to kick their asses. So I'm going to let you all kind of talk and maybe interact with each other before or as you explore No Man's Land.
Yeah.
Can I just say that when we come here, this is Horizon's home zone, and she still has friends here. And she's like in her private chat with her homies that she's like very rude about and goes into in front of everyone, like laughing at jokes in there and like chatting with them, but not sharing any of the content with anyone else. Like a complete
oh my god
asshole.
I have a question for you, Horizon.
Yeah.
How many people are in that private chat?
Let's see. Okay, so here's something I must say. In that chat is the White Duke, who everybody acts like is kind of the leader of the little group chat. But really they all defer to the shadow leader, Atsushi, who we're not going to get into it. It's a long string of reference points for me personally. It just tickles me personally. Anyways, that's who we all really defer to. And he's like this beautiful man with super long hair who is always wearing perfect goth makeup. Anyways, so there's like 50 people.
50 people? Okay.
Yes,
I would say
normally.
that there's probably about like 20 active in the past week or so.
God.
And the rest have been silent, like radio sounds.
My people.
Oh no.
Just out of curiosity, there's only one, like besides the people that Cruel Summer usually hangs out with, there's only one other person that's on her friends list, and she just hasn't been able to get her to bring herself to actually delete them off her friends list. Have they been online pretty regularly?
You have seen that this person has been online pretty regularly, but has also exited the game.
Cool. So so it's like, okay, yeah, at least I don't have to do that. Cool.
You see, I don't have to worry about my friends because I don't have any friends other than you guys.
So you just have Call Me Maybe just constantly there.
Me neither.
Call me maybe exists somewhere. Maybe he's okay. Maybe he's not.
Maybe he's here.
Teleport's behind us.
Maybe he's here in all of you. in all of your hearts.
Aww.
Oh no!
God, I
I don't
hope
have
not.
a heart.
No.
I don't want that.
No.
But okay. I feel like New Game's gonna just like crack her knuckles a little bit and just be like, okay, if we're going to be able to do this, we have to make some sort of a plan because they're going to be able to permanently ban us if we start like assaulting them. Going in to just beat them up isn't going to be very useful.
Smart. This is a PvP zone.
It is, but if they have the power to ban people and then discriminate with it, we have to be very careful.
Yeah. I mean, it just means, we go in, we kick their asses, but no hate speech in the chat. Hate speech in the chat. Nothing too salty.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Guerrilla strikes. Is that how you pronounce that?
Guerrilla. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We go in fast. We
go in, we go hard. We show them who's just like better than them, just generally, so that they know that and they feel that in their soul. And then we let them go about their day.
Did they raise the level cap? Do y'all remember? Did they raise the level cap? Because I'm really trying to get to 420.
No, they specifically have not raised the level cap because they've been focused on their moderating and shaping the game.
Thirstmaster, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Have there been any cases or reports of people being unfairly permabanned due to a moderator's bias?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's one of the like those message board comments and threads are immediately flagged and taken down, but there's so many that they keep popping up. But you've also noticed that those people who have been making those threads and comments are also becoming the ones disappearing.
Okay, so that's actually fucking terrifying. Thank you.
I hate that.
So
I hate that a lot.
Like, if we pick a fight with them, everyone that's done that so far, for any personal bias or reason, has gotten banned at a whim and then potentially disappeared. We can't rush into this.
What do we want then?
It might be a good idea instead of rushing into fighting them, because then they'll know our names and they'll know our faces, and they have, quite frankly, unfortunately, all of the power here. Well, She Is My Sin has a bit of technical experience, a lot of technical experience. I have a bit of technical experience. So we could, if we have time to plan and work with others, we might be able to find a way around being permabanned. Potentially.
Are there like games and like activities, like world activities, like X thing kind of spawns, and then like it's sort of like a group trying to take it down. Maybe we could trap them into one of those, and then just be like, "Oh, sorry, bro, it's just friendly fire."
Maybe there's like a coliseum where we could like challenge them in there, and then they wouldn't expect us to be as strong as we are. We kill them there or something like that.
The thing is, it doesn't matter how strong we are. They can, at a flick of their whim and a flick of their wrist, get rid of us. What I'm suggesting is we find other people. We figure out how their system of banning works. And She Is My Sin and myself can look into it and perhaps find some way in the deeper code of the system to avoid it.
I
that
really
way,
like that idea. That's so smart.
Thank you. That way we can have a group of people that are willing to resist, and we can actually equip ourselves with the tools to resist instead of running in, trying to beat someone up. Because even if we succeed, even if we defeat them and we're victorious and everything, they still have their account. They can still come in and ban us again, perma-ban us out of spite. They can do whatever they want. We're not in the position where we can fight.
It'd be like a thing when you destroy the character.
Oh, sorry. Just Thirstmaster popping in real quick, that I did mention that there is an underground news source called Libero, which is also, hush hush, maybe a little bit of a resistance.
Yes, I think we should be searching for them instead of starting to pick fights out of nowhere, because if we can get a team and we can get a way around this banning problem, then we can start beating the shit out of the moderators and start taking things back.
And maybe by then they'll have raised the level cap.
Maybe by then you can reach 420. First order of business when we overthrow everyone is we raise the level cap to 500 so you can get to that sweet 420 and then you can retire.
Agreed. Priorities.
Okay.
Get a new character and get up to 69.
Oh my gosh.
Cruel Summer and She Is My Sin. What are your thoughts on what New Game has been talking about? This plan of action.
I mean,
sounds boring.
Well, then you can go into combat and get yourself permabanned and go missing if you want, Cruel Summer. I don't give a fuck.
I didn't say I was gonna do it. I just said it sounds boring.
I mean, so here's the thing. Sin thinks that sounds smart, and Sin likes smart plans, but she also thinks that sounds like it might take a while, and she is not interested in spending a lot of time in this area for no particular reason. She just doesn't like it here.
Don't worry, Sin. Don't worry, Sin. You won't have to spend time in any areas if you don't go along with this plan because you'll be fucking permabanned.
Oh my god, she scowls at you so hard. She's like, yeah, I mean, I get it. You don't need to like completely hit me over. Fine, we'll do your plan. We'll do your thing.
Wait, maybe I can ask my people. Maybe I can ask my group chat. Listen, also
your group chat?
Yes, my special group chat that
Who's in it?
Locked out of. A lot of people. I mean, but these days kind of only like I don't know. Do you know Atsushi?
You all have other friends?
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, Cruel Summer. No.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Am I the only one in other chats? This is really distressing.
I don't want to talk to them anymore.
Okay, well, we'll unpack all of that, I guess, at some point.
I don't know what you expected.
Kind of disturbing. I mean,
I'm just honestly kind of surprised. Like, you talk to other people. It's just, I don't know. It's fine.
I mean, I
used to talk to other people. Well, other
and then
person.
it ended up being a crock of shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so awkward.
God, you're all so cynical. I mean, I'm cynical, but even by my standards, you're fucking cynical.
Anyway, I say we go ahead and we proceed with New Game's plan.
Thank you.
You're all so maybe cynical. I can ask.
Yeah, sure.
The second that you say that you all should agree to the plan, she is my sin, all 4 of your HUDs flash up with a notification that a conductor that you have recently-ish come into contact with is nearby. And Summer, you get a second notification that a conductor you know is in the area. And for the 4 of you, you see that landslide is nearby. And you begin to hear the cries of battle and of people, of what it sounds like screaming and people running away, coming from like a divot in the land ahead of you.
Did I get a second notification?
You got a second notification, Summer, of that person that you have been keeping tabs on.
Cool. And Summer's just like, you know what? This area is really boring. We should go somewhere else.
I mean, Landslide from the last time we talked to her is kind of a prick, so like I don't mind ditching her to deal with her own problems.
But you do hear a lot more screams, and you just hear a really clear, "It's the moderators! Run!"
No, but we came here for a reason. And we have to. I'm new to this, but we have to do what we came here to do, which is fight those guys.
She is my sin.
Yeah,
you're good with technology, correct?
Yes.
Is there any way that you could do something to our accounts to blur them temporarily so that the moderators can't see who we are to come after us later?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Pulls hood down.
I do. There is like a danger mood called like Defy Disaster. Is that something that I could potentially use for this, Logan?
Yes, I would do Defy Disaster, but I would specifically ask for you to use Wit because you're using your technological prowess.
Okay, that's fine.
Is there any way that I can help? Because I also have half a brain cell.
No, because there's no assist.
An assist move.
So
that was an upbeat, baby.
Oh,
Okay, so you have achieved something extraordinary. It's not covered by another move, which in this case is masking your technological presence. You do it with style, so at my discretion, you may also learn new information. Yeah, I'm going to let you learn new information about how many moderators are up ahead and how many people in general there are. So you are able to, play the code like it's the simplest song on Dance Dance Revolution.
Which, I mean, it is to me.
It is to you, yes.
It is to you.
And
I'm a violent genius.
Stupid downgrades. Whatever, I'll do it.
I love it.
And you get the information that you kind of like see a virtual map in front of your eyes, and you're seeing that there is a group of 6 conductors that are being circled by a group of 4 moderators.
Like, oh, this is perfect. They can't see us anymore. I've successfully hidden a lot of our account information. So they can't ban us off of this. And there's one for each of us. It's perfect.
All right. Well, I'm not
charge.
All right, I guess I'll help fight.
Finally.
New game internally, realizing that she hasn't actually made a single attack roll this entire time. Like, oh fuck.
I will also point out that we are also using the advanced combat rules on the handout if you'd like to look at those. So if you want something more than just fight, so like there's stuff like lunge and parry and things like that.
And as we're moving, I am going to attempt to use one of my playbook moves on New Game.
Ooh.
Oh no, what is it?
I have heat of the moment. When you taunt someone into doing something they want to do or find unwise, roll plus daring, and Summer's going to be like, come on, it's been, don't you want to get like some frustration out? Like these people are unfairly banning people. These are the bad guys. Like we're just doing everyone a service by just like getting rid of them for a bit.
Hold on, I'm reading my moves real quick.
That's so funny.
And I will roll plus to daring.
To see if it works.
And if the target is a PC on a 10 plus, they mark XP if they do it, and they must take a condition if they don't do it. 7 to 9, you choose one. They mark XP if they do it, or they mark a condition if they don't.
I do have a question.
To me or to Summer?
To you. Does this count as someone trying to get something from me, or not threaten me, but trying to get something from me?
I'm trying to get you to do something.
Yeah, so it's technically yes. She's trying to get you something.
I do have a playbook. When someone approaches you to get something from you, or in this case, they're trying to get me to do something. Hopefully this still counts. I get to choose one. I either gain a string on them, or they lose a string on me. Ooh. I ask them a question from the figure out a person move, or I get +1 ongoing against them for the scene. So, because you want me to do shit, I get to go fuck you. Actually,
and I rolled a 10.
Okay,
so you either mark XP if you do it, or you must take a condition if you don't.
And you want me to basically assault someone, right?
Yep, I'll just fight along with us.
I will do it. I will fight alongside you, so I will mark that experience. But because of Center of the Web, I would like to. How many strings do you have on me again?
2.
Okay, I want you to lose one on me. Actually, I want you to have one less string on me. And I'm
like you're really pushing your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at you, and to do this, I'm just looking and be like, fine, but. You thinking everything's boring is really irritating me at this point. And I will take out my sword and I will fuck him up.
Yeah, and just going to just walk backwards and just flip the bird as head towards the the group.
I've deleted Cruel Summer only has 1 string on me. I am separating myself from the group.
I like that. I'm cutting it.
Goodbye, relationships.
Okay. I have go ahead.
No, you first.
I have an important question about fighting for me because I have a special playbook thing.
You do?
Yes, that gives me a +1, but is that because it wasn't in action prior, but is it in action this time?
Remind me specifically which one of your playbook moves you're talking about. Is it the companion?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought you were referring to. From my understanding, your companion is essentially always there, correct?
I mean, yes, but we talked about something. Well, yeah.
Yeah, so I would say that, you'll always get the bonus to whatever combat rolls you get because you're using them in combat. So,
okay, good to know.
I'd rather have more fun, flashy things.
Mm-hmm.
She is my Sin last thing before I describe a situation.
Sin is going to sort of like she's fiddling with her umbrella sword cane and comes up next to Horizon and goes like, how about a small friendly bet?
Oh.
Like maybe whoever can dispatch their opponent first gets I don't know, dibs on the next like really great item that we find in here.
Ooh. I like that bet.
Sounds fun, right? Worthy opponent.
At last, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we're gonna beat the shit out of some moderators.
Okay, so do you all rush in?
Yeah.
I feel like New Game is gonna want to sneak attack. Like I feel like she's not gonna rush directly in. You guys can make a lot of noise. I think she wants to stab someone.
We'll be suitably distracting.
I will be the main attraction.
It literally says in my thing that I am very conspicuous when I fight. So.
Yes, I do remember this. Yes. Okay, so let me describe the situation, and just for ease of my sanity, I'm going to have initiative in combat, even though it's technically not a thing in this game, but for ease of my sanity. But what you see going over this lip and into this divot, this kind of shallow valley, is like I described. You see 6 conductors being surrounded by 4 moderators. You can tell they're moderators because they're red armbands, which I so lovingly decided was
delightful. Good stuff.
But what you see in particular is this one conductor that seems to be shielding everyone around her. And she's taking these, she has essentially, like, I don't know what they're called, but they're those shields that you can also attack with. They have that spike on the end of them. And she's constantly just like blurring her arms in a figure 8 motion to create a barrier between her and the conductors and the moderators. And this is what she looks like. And you see her name pop up on your HUD.
Ooh.
This is
I'm simping.
Okay.
I'm simping. Thank you.
Yeah, you see Mass Seduction as the player's name says on the HUD, and she is keeping everybody at bay. You don't see Landslide, but you assume that she is behind Mass Seduction. There's just a blur of the kite shields blocking everything.
Logan, you're living up to your name as Thirst.
The one note I took was I need more women, hot women to flirt with. And I said, yes.
Thank you.
I'm having a lot of feelings right now. Like, genuinely, I'm a little flustered looking at this photo. I don't know how to talk to her.
I think I Googled,
don't you kill her.
I think I Googled
You're also
sexy lesbian outfit. This is what popped up.
You're right.
That's it, though.
It takes so much to move my heart.
Oh my God, am I blushing?
Simps. You're simps in your hearts, you fools, you absolute fools. I'm gonna kill her.
Wait, out of character, I'm simping so hard. In character, I'm still probably gonna call her a bitch.
Okay, I need all of you to roll me Grace, please. This is how we're gonna do initiative.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I love that that's the thing that I have a -1 to. Love it. Fun.
I got a 10 for Grace, so 5 + 4 + 1.
Good Lord.
I am graceful. Apparently.
Downbeat.
I got an 8.
Got a downbeat.
Okay, Summer got an 8.
Give us that Abby-licious roll. What it do?
I'm finally rolling like myself. That's a 6.
Ooh.
Oh no.
We went in initiative order because I got a 5.
Oh, nice.
See, at least we're still very evenly matched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Which is unusual.
Because the moderators were taken by surprise, this is essentially the surprise round, so they'll act last.
Okay.
So new game, you rolled the highest. So what action would you like to take against these moderators first? There's 4 of them. They don't see you yet, and they are current and Mass Seduction, song by St. Vincent, is currently blocking access to the group of conductors.
Okay, give me a fat second because Roll20 doesn't actually have the advanced moves on them.
If you open up the Google Drive that's in our Discord, they're in the reference sheets. They're at the bottom.
The Lovers and Lesbians?
No, the expanded fight moves, the variants. It's in it's called like handouts under Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Handouts.
Handouts. Yeah.
Handouts.
I do not see it, so I am just going to you know how when you're playing D&D and you're a rogue, you kind of like sneak attack from the side and you go like stab someone. Yeah, I would like to sneak attack someone that's distracted.
Okay. You're using the feint action. When you use trickery, provocation, or dirty tactics to defeat someone in combat, roll plus wit.
Okay. So yeah, I would like to see pockets. No, I'm not gonna use pocket sand, but I would like to. My plus wit and plus grace are the same, so like I would like to be very stealthy and pray to God these dice work, please.
Also, Tick, I dropped the handouts in the Discord chat.
Thank
you.
That's a fat downbeat. I get experience. Good news, I get experience. However, I got a fucking 6. So like,
you gain experience, and this was the thing that I was looking for. Was with like GM. I was like, I get to do things on downbeats. And I can never effing remember what I get to do.
Oh, this is why, guys. This is why
you want.
This is why New Game doesn't fight, because apparently the dice have chosen you can only be smart and nothing else.
Yep.
Also, did you remember to take your XP because you did the thing I was asking?
I did, yes.
Cool.
Okay, I know what's gonna happen.
I'm sorry if I did get. You should just.
Then you can use Witchfire.
Just put me out of my suffering.
So you are going up against one of the moderators, and you're using your trickery to stay concealed, and you get close enough to where you can act. You've seen like the mouths moving, but finally the voices click on because you're close enough to actually register what they're saying, and you hear Mass Seduction arguing with the moderators, and she's just going, "You can't hurt these people. You are just trying to get rid of everybody just because we're different than you. How dare you?" And what I'm specifically doing is I'm trying to show someone being vulnerable and they're suffering for it, because she gets a blast to the head from one of the moderators, and another one gets in a low blow, and she falls to one knee. And for a second, the defenses falter of her kite shields, and you can see very clearly the people behind her. Would you like to see the people behind her?
Yes.
Yes. Does Call Me Maybe there?
There's going to be a bunch of people. So I'm going to click click away from Mass Seduction. I'll put her back up there when you want her to. Let me see.
I will always look at Mass Seduction.
I want to look at Mass Seduction a lot for a long time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
why are we all like this?
You see this conductor. His name is Crying Lightning.
Okay.
He seems pretty cool.
And then next to Crying Lightning, you see pop up is 505.
That's fine. Yeah,
I love that hat.
Are always great.
I love that hat so much.
You see Landslide pop up, and she's looking different.
She is looking a lot different.
Looks a lot
interesting.
Different. Looks a lot softer. Who else is in this mess? Oh yeah, and then you see this name pop up: Pretty Girls Make Graves. Lil Pete Burns from Dead or Alive, even though it's the Smiths. And then the last person you see is a special note to you, New Game, as well as the Cruel Summer, as the screen name Willow pops up.
I know this bitch.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
And I will note that New Game and Cruel Summer, she looks disturbingly different than the last time you've seen her.
I thought you were gonna say she looks good because
No, she looks disturbingly different. Like she just looks
Ew.
completely different.
Unrelated, Willow and I have something in common. I will not explain what it is until later, but Aubrey knows exactly what I mean.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to hear it.
Mhm.
I can't wait.
Oh yeah, so that's the cast of characters.
Mhm.
A whole
Okay.
bunch of them behind
no.
her, and then there's mass seduction as well. Would you like me to bring mass seduction back so you can just look at her?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please, Thirstmaster.
There you go. She's back.
Mass seduction is still, I think, my favorite out of.
Thank you, dear.
I just
Thank
tried
you.
to give you an array, a feast for the senses.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That.
Okay.
And
I'm
we'll take it up
feasting.
with Cruel Summer.
Cool.
You see your ex-girlfriend
Yep.
Yeah.
being attacked by the moderators,
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't contain my scream.
and she actually finally realizes that you're here because you masked yourself, but now she can visually see you because the kite shields went down, and she just goes, "This is so bad." But Aubrey, what is your IRL name of your character again?
Ryan.
Willow just says, "Ryan."
Mhm. And she's like, fuck. But I am going to make myself the main attraction.
Okay,
Yes.
what does that mean?
So I'm gonna make my interest was slightly spoiled, but I'm gonna still be dramatic about it. I'm just like I'm just like, ooh. It's like, how do I do this? Because I'm trying to visualize how everything looks laid out in my head. Essentially is I want to make myself a very big target and put myself between mass seduction and the moderators.
Ooh, I love it. Okay.
And essentially attempting to hold all attention on myself.
Okay. And what
Yeah.
kind of a role is that? Or is that
It's Grace.
Grace? Okay.
This is more of like a Britney Spears reference than a Taylor Swift reference, isn't it?
What?
Hit
Don't
me,
worry about
baby,
it.
one more time.
Oh.
That's where I thought you were going with that.
My first thought was womanizer, but okay.
I don't know the song, but it's on TikTok and it's just like all eyes on me. And I'm like, that's
all eyes on me in the center of a ring. Just
Yes,
Like
that's
a
one.
circus.
I don't actually know what that song's
See me
called.
watching me.
It's
circus,
called
watching me,
Circus.
watching me.
Hashtag free
Obviously.
Britney. Called Britney.
Yep.
Listen.
I got a 9.
Okay, you
Okay.
got 9. So that
So I choose one, and I want all attention focused on me for the moment.
Okay, you have all the moderators' attention, and you have all the eyes of everyone who is behind mass seduction, and the eyes of mass seduction on you currently.
Oh God, I'm not gonna be able to
Mhm.
get circus out of my head.
And you just hear Landslide go, "Oi, it's you."
Yep,
And
it's me.
We're gonna cut to "She Is My Sin."
Oh yes, incredible. Wait, who were you attacking, Cruel Summer?
I wasn't attacking, but I just made myself the center of attention.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Which moderator appears to be like being the most aggro?
Most aggro would probably be the one who kicked mass seduction, the low blow, that one that forced her to one knee. So they are the closest one to mass seduction.
Gotcha. Okay. Then She Is My Sin is going to draw her umbrella sword cane with a flourish and lunge. I'm using the advanced rule.
So lunge, when you launch a bold and confident attack with the intent to defeat someone, roll daring.
Yeah. Daring is what I do. I daring do.
You dare to do the dare.
I dare to do the dare upbeat.
I love how everyone's saying
Hey,
Excellent.
Abby, this
So-
is the right system for you.
This
This
system loves me. This system, there's a system that loves me. And I
you
love
can't
it
go
now.
wrong.
you and
You
hates
guys.
me.
I think we should play this game from now on.
No,
I will
it's backwards.
feelings-
I hate it.
the feelings
I
and
will
influence.
mold our Starfinder setting to use this system.
You know I'll die, Abby.
I
It is
will
no longer
say,
Starfinder.
Abby, I will say no
Starfinder
joke.
is so fun.
Clay's watching this stream right now, and he's
Uh-huh.
like, "Those strings, those are the ones from Zelda." I'm like, "Yeah, I stole them and used them in our homebrew game, and they work so well as just making people messy.
Messy.
So much fun.
Yes.
Speaking of messy, so because you're 10 plus, you get to inflict a condition. You also have to mark a condition on yourself. And you get to choose 2 maneuvers. Do you see the maneuvers right above lunge?
Right above lunge. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So I get 2 of those.
You get 2 maneuvers. You get to inflict a condition against a
And I
moderator.
have to take a condition.
And you have to take a condition.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I think I'm probably going to take the I'm going to take the guilty condition.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes
Why?
sense to me. Because like for a second she was sort of channeling who she used to be, of just kind of like getting in there with her sword, and she hit so good and struck so well, and actually like is inflicting some pain here, that she's actually a little twinge of like, I actually said I wasn't going to do this anymore, but it feels so good. But I feel bad about that too. It's a
And
Just hit the bullies.
the spiral.
Abby, I'm gonna say that you're inflicting a condition, you're feeling guilty. Maybe the guilt is coming from the fact that you completely like de-res the mod. You hit them somehow.
Really?
You hit them somehow in a technological sweet spot, and you see them kind of glitch out, and their conductor fades away into pixels.
Oh my god.
You
don't know what
one-shotted
happened.
them.
Yeah, you don't know what happened to them, but they are out of the fight. So maybe you're feeling a bit guilty about that.
Yeah. The 4 of you can definitely see like she lunges through, she like the mod de-reses, and she kind of does that thing where like her lips peel back from her teeth. It's very that. Ooh, like oof. She looks back at Horizon and goes, I win.
Horizon is like, hell yes. Like Horizon is not catching any of what you're putting down. She's just like totally. She loves killing and violence. This is what the military zone is all about.
But what are those maneuvers?
Of bullies. Of bullies.
What are the 2 maneuvers you're doing?
I mean, if I de-resed them, do I still get to do a maneuver?
Oh yeah, you
Like-
do, because you can still create an opportunity.
Oh,
You can
sure.
still-
Yeah.
You can still seize a superior position. So obviously you can't take a string on them because
I can't. I de-resed them, so-
You already inflicted a condition,
which was not being here anymore.
Mhm.
Then yeah, I'm going to create an opportunity for an ally, and I think the opportunity that I'm going to create is for Horizon to come in and make their move.
Yes.
Okay, cool. In that case, here's what I'm going to say then. Because you're able to give Horizon the opportunity, Horizon, you can target 1 moderator, but whatever you do will affect 2.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
You know.
So I
good
missed who you were. I
rewards.
missed who you were targeting. She is my sin.
The
I missed the
closest
beginning.
person
The closest person
okay.
to mass seduction.
to mass seduction.
So I was specifically going to target mass seduction because they seem like they're the highest level.
Oh.
Wait, isn't mass seduction defending the other conductors against the
Yeah.
moderators?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought she was. I'm sorry. I thought she was defending the moderator.
No,
No,
she
she's
was-
oh,
defending
no.
the innocent.
I completely misunderstood this whole thing. Okay,
Oh,
now
Not
God.
understand the assignment. Please
did
don't assault
not.
the good guys.
no,
would've-
now she's cute. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh,
Um,
now
No,
she's
we
cute.
weren't simping after the villain.
I mean, you have before. Like, what
I
would
am
stop
the
you,
villain.
honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean,
Anyways,
honestly, I mean, you know that I constantly simp after the villain, so it's not
Villain
like this is
sympathizer.
new. Villain sympathizers.
but not in this case, never ever. But okay, so that changes things. All right, well, I'm going after whoever seems the highest level, genuinely.
Mhm.
And
Probably who looks like the leader who's been hanging back.
okay. Yeah, I will be going after the leader. And as usual, I have my 3-bladed Qatar. sword, which is like a grip, like you grip it and then the blades come out of the hand. And even though I have that on my arm and it seems like I would have to run in there and like punch, because I use witch fire, I'm going to do a huge swing and send just a line of like eldritch purple fire towards the leader. And as I do that, behind me, just for a flash, appears a very creepy looking man with fingers that are obscenely long, like way too long.
God.
Completely white eyes. He has long, luscious, beautiful hair, but that's beside the point. He is very handsome, but his eyes are just completely terrifying and white, and he has like stitches through his lips, and he grins as he appears behind me, and my magic that I'm shooting out, the fire, seems to get just a little bit more intense. And I did get a 13 total with the aid of my eerie companion, because I get that as a spooky witch.
Horizon, would you agree that you're going after the leader, and because this man appears behind you, he targets the second person?
That's a perfect. It's very like, yes, it's very like Kingdom Hearts style. You know how like Ansem has that like guy behind him with his arms crossed? It's very much that.
You summoned your stand.
I summoned my fucking stand and I JoJo posed like nobody's business. I'm like, with the impossible arm that Caesar does, where Caesar's arm goes like way above his head, and it's like that. She does that.
Yeah. So with the witch fire, you rolled a 13. What does that allow you to do?
I was just gonna do a normal, because I know we're using expanded fight moves, but I was just gonna do a normal inflict a condition.
Okay, perfect.
So
I will let you know right now that you de-res both of them. Same way that same way that She Is My Sin was. Your attack was strong enough that you know, this is your playing ground. You are a queen here, and they are infringing on your territory. You burned them to ash, to pixel ash.
This is my fight zone.
Your Will Henderson in the background.
My fight zone.
And
I hate that.
This last moderator sees what's up, and they immediately log out of the game.
Oh,
you
Horizon,
better run.
Like, silent screams because she can't really scream. She's like, "Yeah, you're fucking pussy. You better come back here and face your." It's like so quiet, even though she's screaming at the top of her voice.
Sin does that cool thing, like the anime cool guy thing, where she pushes her sunglasses up the bridge of her nose. Maybe they flash a little bit in whatever sunlight. So out there, she's like, I knew they couldn't. I knew they couldn't handle it.
Oh my God.
But you're still feeling guilty, correct?
Yeah, a little bit guilty.
Guilty,
but trying to pass it off with bravado.
Okay.
Hiding my guilt behind my flashy sunglasses, my bravado, as all the dark guys do.
If we were to make this into a podcast, it would have to be hiding my guilt behind my shades.
Hiding my guilt behind my shades.
DM, I have a question actually. Is it obvious that
I'm sorry, I don't know who this DM is.
Sorry, Thirstmaster.
Thirstmaster.
Yeah.
Thank you, Thirstmaster. Is it obvious that She Is My Sin's feeling pretty guilty?
Yes. You've traveled with her enough that yes, I will allow you to do a thing right after I do a thing. Which is the second that combat is over, Willow runs to Cruel Summer and throws her arms around you and envelops you in a big hug.
God.
And
it's just suddenly just like frozen for a moment,
on the cheek.
And then it's just like, yeah.
And she goes,
"Oh my God,
I knew you'd save me, Ryan."
Yeah.
And now you can do your thing, new game.
Okay. Is it a free action to laugh like ha and then go?
Oh, absolutely. You know who this is.
I was gonna be like ha points and like points just like ha. I'm gonna go up to She Is My Sin, who was looking pretty guilty, and just be like, I mean, they started it. Why are you upset?
She sort of like looks at you over the top of her shades, just like I know. I'm really good at this game, and other people like can't. I mean, I don't know. I've got feelings. I don't know why. They're just gone. I hit them pretty hard.
Well, I mean,
and then I really enjoyed it. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are you doing the emotional support?
Kind of, I guess. Question mark. I'm just trying, like, hey, they started this. You shouldn't feel guilty. Stop feeling shitty emotions. Like, stop being a bitch.
Shitty emotions.
It's like literally, why do you give a fuck? Yeah, I guess I'm emotionally helping because I also want to lower my feeling count as well. I want to get those feelings right to 0.
Okay.
Because when I sort of see, I'm kind of bullying, so I guess this is secretly perform a caring act for someone, reduce your feelings by 1. Like, or I guess it says loving. I don't know if that counts, but this is nice enough, right? This is kind of secretly doing.
I mean,
no. This is you to cure whatever you're talking about. It's got to be heartfelt, I think.
Fine, okay. I guess I will just try to help because it's just like, listen, you're kind of not as good as you are if you're feeling bad about fighting these guys. We're gonna have to fight lots of them in the future. Are you really gonna feel guilty every time you stab one of these fuckers?
I mean, like. She kind of gives you like a small, like wry smile. One corner of her mouth crooks up, and she's like, "Probably." Like, I mean, I'll still do it. I just said I wasn't gonna do this so much anymore. But it's for a good cause. You're right. Like, you're right. It's as long as I'm not hitting anybody else, right? Like, it's fine as long as I'm just like. Brutally getting these guys kicked out of the game.
Roll me emotional support using.
That's spirit. Plus. Oh, spirit, not heart. Okay.
No, because I don't think you're being heartfelt. You're being honest.
You're being bracing.
Okay, my spirit's plus 0, which is better than a -1. So let's see. All of my dice are set to their highest numbers. I have all the luck being channeled, and I rolled a 6, so I get to level up.
So you get a downbeat.
Mm-hmm. Nice, but I do get to level up.
You get to level up. I'll let you do that on the off time.
Okay.
I'm
so sorry. I said stop feeling emotions. You're like, fuck you.
So this didn't have quite what you were hoping, the desire to have happen on She Is My Sin. And Sin, you're still feeling guilty, and I think now I don't know, new game, it's kind of off to you a little bit. And I will say that because this is a downbeat on emotional support, everyone else here saw that too. They saw She Is My Sin looking weak, and they saw new game being kind of a bees.
Yeah.
Nothing positive coming out of it. So, if this was a
net 0,
that's shitty.
If this was a Dragon Age game, it'd be like this. It'd be like everyone
disliked that.
Everyone disliked that. Yeah. Or will remember that.
Yeah,
you'll remember that. Like that. It's a Telltale game.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Telltale game.
Everyone disliked that at New Game. It's like, why are you bullying me? I'm right.
But yeah, so now Mass Seduction walks up to you all and she goes, "Hey, thank you for helping us all out there. We're really in a sticky wicket. My name's Mass Seduction. I can't see your names." And she kind of goes,
"We don't have names.
We're just like helping anonymously, like, I'm gonna say She Is My Sin is very smitten with Mass Seduction."
Dork. Just put spaces in. We all just put different amounts of spaces in for our names when we did character creation. Mm-hmm. That's why we don't have names.
I will note that Mass Seduction now has a string on She Is My Sin.
There's one person who knows that I have a name.
Mm-hmm.
She's been calling you your real life name though.
Yeah.
Fine.
I do have like a move that when I become smitten with someone, they get a string on me, and then I have to answer the question of why I think they would be wrong to forgive me.
Ooh, okay, yeah. So Mass Selection barely even knows you, but why do you think that she would never forgive you for what you've done?
Or why she shouldn't. Like it's more
shouldn't.
It's more like why she would be wrong if she did know everything I did. Like that, like she may think that I'm like a good person because I came in and I saved her from the moderator, but like I recognize her username. So like she would definitely not be right to tell me that like I'm a good person.
Okay, so the second she actually knows your name, it would be like huge negatives.
Yep. So I'm like absolutely like I think she's extremely charming. Totally recognize her username. Definitely not uncovering mine. Definitely not. Definitely. No.
Okay. Secret. When I forget who said that you were all secretive. I'm sorry. But when you said that the little wayfish Brit boy crying lightning, he kind of pushes his way up to the front. He looks very unassuming, and you see that his name is true to his avatar, where it actually looks like he's literally crying lightning, like,
cute,
constantly. And he just goes, "Oh, are you?" And he kind of whispers this. He's like, "Are you with Libero, the Resistance?"
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God, we were going. That's who we were trying to find. We're trying to join up with them so we can take Red down.
Okay, TBH, like I said that, but like only ideologically, we're also looking for them, actually.
Yeah, we haven't like formally joined.
Yeah, like we want to be with them, but we can't find them.
I love to give every NPC like huge mood swings. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm like, let me just tell you a lie, and then
wait. So Aubrey, is that person still like clinging to you, or are they still like attached to Cruel Summer?
They are.
You look like
hanging from your
yin
neck.
yang.
Yeah.
Willow looks into your eyes, Cruel Summer, and she just goes, "Oh my God, babe, you're gonna be a part of Libero too? It can be just like old times." And then she looks at New Game and she kind of squints her eyes and she just goes, "Well, maybe almost."
Over Willow's shoulder, Cruel Summer can see Sin just mouthing, "Babe."
It's just not.
I will look at. Oh, I already have everything disliked. I already have the everyone dislike that move. So I'm just gonna gesture them and be like, rough X's. I'm just gonna dox you.
Yeah. Willow turns to you, New Game, and just goes, "X's who care, New Game. Don't." And Willow addresses everyone. "Don't buy their bullshit. They have names. That one's New Game. This one's Cruel Summer. I don't actually know the other two, but they have names.
You never will.
You
never will.
She is my sin. Mass Seduction looks right into your eyes, and they're smoldering. And I'm using that string you just.
Oh no.
Oh.
And I'm going to offer you a piece of. I'm going to offer you XP if you tell Mass Seduction your name, because she's asking, "Yeah, I'd like to be able to properly thank the conductor who saved my ass."
The sweet XP.
Yeah. Or take another condition.
Okay, I'll tell her. I'd much rather have the XP. She kind of she's like, "Well, I mean, I guess like you might as well may know. Like I go by Sin, like she is my Sin. It's like a Nightwish song. You might not know that one."
She instantly stiffens and goes formal, and she just goes, "Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, stands there.
Not. Yeah. Yep. I'm just here trying to do good now.
Pretty Girls makes Graves, instantly rushes forward and just goes, "Oh my God, she is my sin. I've heard about all your escapades with the other ones. What were their names? Oh, Spellbound, Bela Lugosi's dead, Snow White Queen, Tear Us Apart, or Tear You Apart. I could never remember. You all are happening things. And you're with these, and you're like with these people?
Oh, they're happening now. Yeah.
Right.
They're the new thing. That's not us. That's not us.
That's my name. I'm a bunch of
You could call me
Ryzen.
No, don't say it.
Oh, my dear thing. Have you ever considered a lozenge for your throat?
That's really cute. No one's ever said that to me.
Well, then you're welcome.
Okay.
Have I heard of Pretty Girls That Make Graves?
Roll me a figure out a person.
Ooh. Can I take the opposite of smitten with that person? I want to be mortal enemies for them to have a lozenge. I know it's not. I'm just kidding.
So I will let you. So really quickly, I will let you say that you are their like enemy, like you don't like them, if they can gain a string on you.
No, that's fine. Horizon has had worse. Like that's and that was at least good natured and good intentioned. So it wasn't like meant to be bullying as far as she could tell. So she was just like, whatever.
I got a 12.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sorry, Tick.
No. Go first.
You may ask 2 questions now or later in the scene about the girls makes graves.
Wow.
Is he a bitch? No.
Oh, you did ask if you knew this person, right?
I asked if I know them. I forgot that I can ask you questions too, and it doesn't have to be questions with them. Okay. Do I know them?
Yeah, you recognize their name because you kind of got like a cult following, and this conductor was really outspoken in this little fan base of yours.
Oh, he's a fanboy.
Gotcha. Like, okay, so then the question she's gonna ask Pretty Girls Make Graves is was kind of like, yeah, I mean, I haven't actually rolled with them in a while. I've got a new crew. What are they up to these days?
Oh, as much as we kept tabs on you all, I haven't heard hide nor hair of your doings. Once you split the party, you all went poof. That's why I was so jazzed to see you here. Jazzed.
Oh my god.
just trying to do my part, Keep the legend going.
Wherever you go, lightning strikes. No offense to you, crying lightning. I mean actual cool lightning. 505.
Not your
505
little
steps
bitch
forward
lightning.
and stands in front of crying lightning and be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Get him 505.
I would like to ask, everyone's being petty bitches and throwing shade. I don't give a fuck. Can I start looking into where this resistance might be? Because I want to actually do my job.
Somebody's trying to advance the plot over here.
Yeah. What if we just want to be lesbians over here?
So
I thought we
were just thirsty lesbians.
New game. It's funny that you say that because I'm going to take away all of these pictures because all of a sudden you get a ping on your HUD that a new conductor has entered the arena, and it is Violet Star's Happy Hunting, but she has a new look. And she appeared out of nowhere. And
wait, this was the bitch, right?
This is not the bitch.
Okay. Right, it's the mod, it's the X mod, right? I forgot.
Yeah. And she is no longer a moderator, and she just goes, I heard that you're looking for Libero.
Yep. Can you take us?
Dun dun dun.
I don't know. There's a lot of you folks here.
I'm trustworthy. I'm smitten.
You're smitten.
I'm smitten.
Why you
I'm
all
really smitten.
You all
Lenny
sip
Martha?
so much. I'm just sitting here.
The game is thirsty sword lesbian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's a game for simping.
it literally
Bring
is.
on Horizon.
that's
Yeah.
fair. I picked the class that is literally you compress your emotions. This is on me, actually.
That is
No, no,
true.
Yeah, it's
you're
on you.
all
It's on
sword.
you.
You're all sword. No,
And we
thirsty
are all
lesbian.
lesbian.
All sword, no lesbian.
I'm all sword, no lesbian for now. But
Yeah,
I,
Cruel Summer isn't like simping because it suddenly became very awkward and it's just like it's really hard to simp when
with
it's
your
awkward.
ex
Yeah.
clinging to
And
you.
it's just sort of just like
Mm.
kind of just like, yeah, letting it happen. It's probably got an arm around her, or it's just like, oh yeah, this is like how it used to be. And then she's like, it's not like this anymore, but this is how it used to be. And maybe I miss how it used to be.
oh damn, messy
Aw.
emotions. I love it.
So
Um,
messy.
Yeah, I'll look at Violet and be like, well, the four of
Green.
us I know are certainly trustworthy. The rest of this group was being assaulted by a handful of moderators just a moment ago. Could be a large sort of plan to make us trust them, but there's a good chance that it wasn't. I'm not quite sure yet, but at least us four. They seem interested in the resistance. Do you have any way of appraising if they're truthful or not?
So
Well-
you will vouch for these conductors? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Uh,
Vouch for my friends.
Cruel
Vouch
Summer,
for-
Cruel Summer will just be like, I
thanks.
can vouch for this one.
The one hanging off your neck like a loose turkey.
Yes.
I feel like
Don't know why I said turkey.
turkey. Oh
That
my
one's-
God.
Really?
That's
We
so
we vouch
smart.
for her? We vouch for her, do we?
I vouch
Are
for
you
her.
sure you don't like one? Or
She really is like kind of like a loose turkey. That's so like apt.
like a
Uh,
little clingy possum.
Pretty girl steps forward and takes She Is My Sin's arm and goes, wherever she goes, I go. We're like twins.
She has been said like nods down at Pretty Girl, but then like over his head just like goes at the
I need someone to roll me entice.
Absolutely not.
I
it's gonna be a
am the
heart-
person
it's
with
gonna
the
be a
best
heart
heart roll.
yeah.
I refuse to make a heart roll.
My -1 heart.
We all
Oh
have
my
negative
God.
1 heart, Aubrey.
We all have -1 heart
Except
for-
me.
Hey,
I have +0 because I made, one realization about how I didn't like my own behavior. That's 10.
Oh, okay.
This game loves me. I
do.
love this
Ooh.
game. I think we should only play this game from now.
I'll let
on.
you roll double d6s in Pathfinder from now on. As
Okay.
Elena.
So-
I'll give
Okay.
So
Elena
Abby,
Yes, please do.
Abby, you
Yeah.
How do you entice Violet Stars to let everyone here go to Libero?
She just so I think she tries to channel like what used to work for her in the past of being just sort of like coolly like intimidating in like a badass goth bitch kind of way. So she like draws herself up to her full height. She's also like she's wearing like boots with heels. She's decked out in a very like Celine from Underworld kind of
Yes.
outfit with like
Yes.
the leather
Speaking
and
of
the like the
lesbians.
duster. Yes, very that.
Love it, love
And
it.
she just kind of draws herself up to her full height in her boots. She kind of like makes sure that like her shoulders are back, her corset looks good. And she just like stares her right in the eyes and said like, do you really think that people who were just under attack by those moderators wouldn't want to be part of the resistance?
You gain a string on Violet Stars
I wanna
because you rolled so well. And she also brings herself up to her full height. She's not as tall as you, but she has that bitchin' like veil thing. with all the
Yes,
bead
I
string.
love this cover art. It's
She's-
one of my
yeah.
favorite album covers ever.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's why I was
really
like,
this
"Simp!"
Janelle Monáe song.
That one too, yeah.
This is a good Janelle Monáe song.
Yep.
And she sizes you up and she just goes, and she gives in to desire and just goes, you know, we really do need the fighting power. So I'll take you all to see the leader, Libero. Buckle up. It's going to be and it poofs. And all of a sudden you're in the base. And she just goes, ride. As you are transported to the Libero base.
Dope.
Ooh,
Nice.
I love this.
I like it a lot.
This is a good vibe.
Oh no, I exit out of the Roll20 again. That's going to happen once per session. I know it.
You fool. You absolute fool.
Well, get back
like
in
this guy who
here.
has
You're sort of in charge.
I like
I'm
this
getting
guy who
there.
has like a Jason Statham like face model over another like skeleton. Do you see how fucked up his teeth are? Please, everyone, look at this with me.
Hold on, I gotta zoom
in.
I gotta zoom in real quick now.
I'm
Oh
just
my
gonna
god.
keep seeing it. Please
think
look at
that's
this
his lower
lower
lip.
I thought that's just his lower lip.
Yeah, that's his lower lip, not his teeth.
It looks
That's
like
not
teeth. It looks like
It's-
buck teeth.
I see
No,
teeth.
that's his lower lip.
Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Logan.
Logan's
Anyways.
wrong, and so are you.
What
Logan is always
happens-
right.
I am, thank you. I would give you XP, but I'm not that nice. What happens?
Hero
is-
point.
Yeah, you get a hero point from me, which is worthless.
Wrong game.
I got it. Teacher's pet, the worst gift.
Oh, don't. Just don't right now, because you're all gonna hate me. I've been trying to do a conga line of emotional trauma to you all this episode. I haven't quite gotten to Horizon yet, but I'm about to get She Is My Sin because
Don't do that. You don't.
because
Get her ass.
because as you enter into Libero, you
Uh-huh.
see a familiar figure standing in the midst of all the chaos as all these conductors are rushing around. They seem to have taken over a bunker actually and somehow blocked it out from the moderators.
Super
And,
cool.
You see your old pal Spellbound.
Ah,
She is the leader of Libero.
no.
Well, that's so much for that resistance. I guess we're no longer part of it.
tugging my hat down farther over my head, like drifting to the back of the pack, just kind of like, I mean, I bet like New Game does all the talking. New Game will take care of it,
You just hear,
New
"Sin."
Game's the woman with the plan, so it's great.
Sin, darling.
Oh,
Why are you hiding back there, Sin?
I'm not. Hey, Spellbound. Yeah, not hiding exactly. Just looking around. How you been? What you up to?
Leading a resistance. How about you?
Leading a
Mhm.
resistance.
Yes.
You
Yes, me.
leading it,
I know, shocking.
huh?
Spare context for the rest of us. New Game's gonna look between
Yeah,
them. Like,
context,
spare
yeah.
context?
I just think it's funny and frankly a little suspicious that you're leading the resistance of she's
Oh,
looking
God.
around and she kind of like her eyes drift towards mass seduction a little bit.
Darling, don't give me that. You and your girl toy over there. Look, after the band broke up, we all
Girl
went our
toy?
we all went our separate ways. I went through a bit of a life journey. I realized that I couldn't be a bitch all the time. But I did have some skills, and these fascist pigs are taking over, and we need people with experience. I wasn't particularly looking for you, but once I got the telecommunications from Violet Stars that you were in this party, I gave the green light for you and your little intrepid little army here to come help.
Hang on, I'm looking at my moves because I have specific moves for what to do if I encounter someone from my villainous past. So
Yes.
give me a second while I
Ooh.
look at my moves.
While
think
this is happening, what about the rest of you?
Literally doesn't matter. Actually, let me tell you about how it doesn't matter with the workaround, babe. I still get the same power-ups I would have whether I use the you know what? But you know what? I really don't need to discuss that with you. Where is the much more capable person, Violet? Where'd they go?
Violet's one of my lieutenants, and I love
Yeah.
this speech. Have you been practicing it in the mirror?
What? What'd you say? I don't even know what you said. Sorry, I'm gonna go.
Oh my
You need to
gosh,
learn.
this
You need to learn how to
brings me
speak
back to my
right.
girl days. I speak right. You just can't listen, but it's okay.
Can you remind me
I'm
how
really not
you?
worried about it. Bye. And Horizon just walks away with her middle finger up, like she's literally not listening anymore.
I
She's
will
used to
say
bullying.
she is my sin is a little smitten with Horizon right now, just a little bit. Like,
Oh,
Give me a string, babe.
just walking away, like just totally like flipping off like her old bandmate, just like, I'm not worried about it. Can you remind me how you gain a string on someone, Logan? Is there like a move you can do, or is it just like you decide if someone is like?
you gain strings if you emotionally support, if you entice them successfully, if when you become smitten, you give them a string. You can call on a toxic power to gain a string, or no, I'm getting it wrong.
Okay.
Some of the fight maneuvers give you strings.
I'm going to attempt to entice Spellbound.
Nice. Get her.
Just gonna so like after kind of like just like a small amount of like heart eyes watching Horizon walk away after just
I don't fucking care about you.
I don't fucking care about you. Also feeling it a little bit for a new game as well. Just the two of them just being just incredibly unimpressed with this person who used to be the biggest, like one of the biggest people in my life. And my new friends are just kind of like, wow, what a bitch. Bye. It's a little sexy. It's a little sexy. She does like it. And it kind of like soothes her just enough to be able to sort of like, she watches the two of them and then she sort of like turns back to Spellbound. She actually has like a smile on her face. She's like, she sort of takes her sunglasses off. She's like, and she like slowly folds them. She's like, okay. I mean, I have to be like the first to admit that people can change.
Thank you.
You know, I mean, I've also been doing a lot of work on myself. So you know what? Like,
a lot of charity.
Yeah. Go ahead and like, so like, what are you doing around here, and how can we help?
What are you specifically trying to entice her with? Like the promise that you will fully help her?
Yeah, the promise that we'll help her and that like maybe we can be friends again. Like I'm trying to entice her with like
the power of friendship.
A rekindled friendship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll me heart.
Okay. 9.
Okay.
Little
a mixed beat. So you gain a string on me unless I decide to choose something. And
okay.
I think it would be more interesting if you have a string on Spellbound. So I'm gonna let you have that.
Yay.
And Spellbound kind of drops her cold demeanor a little bit and she goes in for a hug and she goes, "That's my sinner."
Oh my
And
word.
we're gonna cut to Willow and Cruel Summer because what you've noticed, Summer, is that Willow has been slowly pulling you into a corner, away from everybody.
Don't let her do it.
And you're
get out of there.
You both have your hoods up, and she takes off her hood, and she pushes back your hood, and she pushes back your hair a little bit.
The hood.
And she just goes, "Ryan, it's been so long. How are you?"
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
How are you?
You'll definitely notice that like all the bravado is gone. And it's just like, I mean, I've been all right, you know. Found a good group of people to run around with for the time being.
Yeah, they seem really good. They seem good for you.
There's like chaos.
I've Ryan, I've thought about you a lot. Have you been thinking about me?
It's hard to say. Yes, but I don't. I tried not to, but I did.
And she pouts. I get it. We left on bad times. Maybe a little bit of bad blood, one would say. And I really regret the actions that led to us drifting apart like that. I take full responsibility. And I really feel like it was serendipitous that we ran into each other today. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
in game and out.
Just a text message away.
The text messages aren't my thing.
Yeah, but message, you know where I live.
Look, Ryan, just because I miss you doesn't mean it was hard and difficult to work up the courage to come talk to you. I mean, you could have reached out too.
My God.
And she bats her eyelashes.
I wanted to give you space because what I wanted seemed to be different than what you wanted, and we both needed time to figure it out what exactly it is that we wanted. So,
Ryan, space is for the stars. I just want gravity to pull us back together.
That's so cheesy. What the fuck?
Space is for the stars.
Wait.
And she gets a little bit closer, and your nose is almost touched virtually.
Mm-hmm.
And then she puts her hand up in between you both. And she pushes herself back, and she finally lets go of you. She does a little spin, and she goes, "So, what do you think? Do you like my new look?"
It's very different.
I remember you liked hoods.
Yeah.
Would you like to see what? Would you like to see what Willow used to look like?
Yes.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna get rid of Spellbound. This is Willow before.
Oh my God, which era of Taylor is this going to be? Oh,
interesting.
Very different. Not
different.
Taylor Swift.
I like you're like that is
that's. I mean, I was like, ooh, is it going to be like country Taylor?
No. And then I'm also going to throw back up current Willow just so you can see them side by side.
Wow, so different.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They really changed their look.
Yeah, she just goes, so what do you think?
It's definitely a change, and I'm not gonna say I don't like it, but yeah, it was. You definitely seem to really enjoy the other thing you had going on, so it'll take me a minute, but
and she kind of looks down bashfully. She's like, you can have more than a minute with me if you want.
I mean, yeah, I think we have time.
No, yes, do it, do her.
Is that a promise?
Yeah.
Okay. Sealed with a kiss?
Yeah, sure. And
okay, and something happens when people kiss. I always forget.
Yeah, there's a thing.
There are rules.
There are rules for kissing.
There are rules of
kissing rules.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Well, finally kiss in a dangerous situation. Okay.
Yeah.
So we finally kiss in a dangerous situation. Each of us take +1 ongoing. It doesn't affect me, but you get +1 ongoing to get to safety and protect the other for the rest of the scene.
I don't like what that implies.
And it's like a really soft, gentle kiss because like the kiss of reunited lovers. And she pulls back and she says, "So we're like together again? You want to give it another try? I mean, you're gonna give me all this time."
yeah, I mean, see how it goes. Play it by ear. Maybe in our wildest dreams.
Can I roll like a figure out person to see if I can decipher Cruel Summer's body language during this exchange?
Oh, please do. Yeah. Roll me to figure out a person. And as you figure out a person using wit, Willow is going. Oh, you're trying to figure out Cruel Summer or Willow?
I'm trying to figure out Cruel Summer. Like I'm trying to figure out like, is Cruel Summer actually into this, or does she like need rescuing? Like, does she need an intervention by her friends?
Okay, yeah. So
well, it's wit, right? And then because I have a string on Cruel Summer, do I get to? It says I get to add +3 to figure out other. Is that?
Yes, and then you
how that works.
Yes,
and then I delete the string. Okay, I'm gonna spend it here.
You really want to know?
You really want to know?
I love how like she is my sins hugging someone. Cruel Summer's hugging someone and doing a little bit more than that. Horizon left. The new game's just sitting here, just watching this unfold. Like, oh my god, this is a music game, not a dating sim.
Well, really,
it's
really.
Anything is a dating sim if you try hard and believe in yourself.
She is my sin really quick because new game has been left all alone. Someone comes up beside you, and she goes, "Oh my god, like long time no see." As Venice bitch walks up next to you.
No, we're not a part of this resistance anymore.
And she just goes,
there are too many villains in this room. We got to get out of here.
Something's fishy.
She just goes, "Oh my god!" Like I
her
didn't
look
know.
is different too.
Yeah. You'll notice that she's a little bit softer since her account was banned for a little bit. She seems a little bit more repentful, and she just goes, "Yeah, I didn't think that your group would jive with us, but that's cool." New game. I'm going to give you one response. We're going to bounce back to She Is My Sin.
Okay. I mean, it wasn't very climactic. Even with my like +3, I rolled a mixed beat. I rolled a 9.
Ooh.
On figuring out Cruel Summer's like body language.
Okay, so Cruel Summer, how are you feeling in the moment? You gotta be truthful.
It's very mixed emotions. Like, yes, she it is someone, that she cares deeply about, but like, and maybe yet again, maybe there's some fear that it's just going to everything is going to happen in the same order that it did before. But yet again, it's like this first love kind of thing, where like maybe in the back of your head, really like maybe it can work,
Okay. So, what does that mean as far as a mixed beat? Like, how much of that am I getting?
So you get all of that. Actually.
I get two questions.
You get two questions, and but the mixed beat part comes that Summer learns something about you as well, because I don't know you. I'm assuming you're blatantly watching her. And Willow. So, is there something you'd like to learn about Sin in this moment?
What are Sin's feeling towards Spellbound? Like, how are they feeling towards Spellbound?
Good question. Honestly, not dissimilar to how Cruel Summer feels about
So it's just sort of gives Cheryl
Willow.
Like
I think because Sin is currently hugging Spellbound, and you're currently like also in a weird like awkward embrace with Willow, and I think that like our eyes lock maybe, and like Sin like quirks an eyebrow at you and
just nods.
Like, this is weird, right? This is weird, right?
And then I think that you get another question too, because
I get a so I got my what are your feelings towards Willow question, and then my second question for you is how would you feel if I came over and like rescued you or intervened in some way?
She would have mixed emotions about that. It would be like a mix. It's like, oh yay, maybe I get some space to think, but the magic of the moment goes away.
like, okay, so I think that Sin is going to err on ruining the magic of the moment in order to give you like space to think, because she's learned in her time, especially like considering who she's hugging at the moment, that like space to think is so much more important, because you can get so swept up in big emotions and big feelings, so that she has decided that for your own good, she is going to take you out of this situation. So I think she like excuses herself from Spellbound and be like, we'll catch up. We'll catch up in a minute. And goes over to you, Cruel Summer, and it's just like, hey, Summer, like super nice to meet, very nice to meet you, yeah. Like we're talking about our next steps, like over here. You should join us.
We've got that message and other things that we should deal with.
Yeah. Yep.
Willow looks into your eyes, Summer. And she's gonna use a string that she has on you, because of course she has a string on you.
Of course.
Oh.
And she's just gonna say, you could spend a little bit more time with me right now for some XP, or gaining a condition for ignoring me.
Can I emotionally support her into being able to walk away, or can she?
Nope, that's only for curing conditions. But you see what you've done.
Yep.
I sure do.
It's just like and then
you choose, babe.
It's just like panic. And she's just gonna be like, we really should deal with that message. That did sound kind of important.
What condition are you marking?
I'm gonna mark guilty.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh yes.
Willow looks crushed for a moment as she backs away, and then she has the biggest sneer on her face, and she just goes, "Oh my god, you were always so weak and like putty in my hands." And she taps something on her wrist, and a whole bunch of moderators teleport in.
I didn't even get to talk to this bitch.
As a red armband appears on her.
That bitch.
She just and Willow just says, you could have come with me. I could have sheltered you from all of this, but you've chosen your side, obviously. And Spellbound just yells out, everyone, you have to escape. Meet me in the VIP area of Pop Motion Studios.
Why are we announcing this?
But she also knows that it's a fortified location, and even the moderators have been having a difficult time getting in. And she winks out of the base, and people are beginning to wink out. Like all the actual members of Libero are vacating, but it's leaving behind all of you new people, including the people you just brought back with you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least we have Shield Lady. She has shield,
she's one
and
of
we
them.
have healing.
Thirstmaster,
Yes,
are you telling me Venice bitch walked up? She was like, I didn't know we could work together. And immediately this shit happens. It's like, well, bye.
No, you know what? Venice bitch, before she teleports away, she just goes, here's the exit code. I hope to see you in the VIP lounge. And she transmits it to you, New Game, and then winks out.
Okay. Well, I would like to Nice. All right. I'll give her a thumbs up, and I will send this to I'll send this to my group.
You'll notice that she had to physically touch you.
Okay. Who's physically closest to me?
Probably Horizon.
I'll touch Horizon's shoulder to send the code, and I'll just say, "Get out of here. I got this."
Roll me Defy Disaster, because there are some moderators in your way.
Can I roll plus Grace, because this is probably like a dexterity question?
Oh yeah, because you're trying
to actually physically
even dodge.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I also walked away.
I just chased you. Vibe check. Okay, come on, Dice, please don't disappoint me for the third time tonight.
Come on, Dice.
That's a 10.
Woo! Yeah.
No more XP for me.
So you did it with style. You can gain a string on someone. Yeah, I'll let you gain a string on anyone.
Wait,
you want.
can I not gain a string actually?
Oh,
I don't want connections. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you can. You want new information?
Oh,
new information would be good. Like new information on the situation would be good.
Yeah. So what's happening is obviously Willow was a mole, and she seems to be pretty high up in the ranks, and you know that she's specifically seeking out Summer. Like she's targeting Summer.
All right. So
and you successfully touch Horizon and give her the
Viper.
Okay.
Just doing some T-Swift references, you know.
I like it.
All right.
I like it a lot. Ooh, look
with that
what you made me
information.
do.
Ooh.
What you make me
Please
do.
don't.
What you make me do.
I have
Why? You don't love T-Swift in a bathtub covered in diamonds? Look what you make me do.
Don't ask me questions about how I feel about T-Swift. For the purposes of this game, I will tolerate her.
Okay. DM, I think I have an idea, kind of, and I'm gonna see if this works because it's probably not. So, New Game's goal is to get everyone out of there.
Yes.
I hope Horizon's caught on that by touching someone. I've given her a code that she can get out. I'm hoping she deals with that.
Yes,
I realize that Willow is high up in the ranks, specifically targeting Summer. I kind of want to. Can I provoke her? Just kind of look at her and be like, Summer's never gonna love you back again, right?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Roll in tight.
If I wasn't
that's
smitten
it,
already,
Tice?
I'd be smitten now.
You are
Double
appealing to
smitten.
somene's emotional
Double
sensibilities.
smitten.
aka you're fucking with her.
Oh no. Because I'm being mean, can I not use heart? Can I use spirit instead?
Nope. Roll me heart, baby.
God damn it, I have no heart!
Heart.
I mean, I get experience, but that's a 6. That's a 7 minus 1.
Yeah. So
I don't have any strings either, so like...
So you try to get Willow's attention, and she turns to you and just goes, "New Game. Why even bother talking to me at this point? You were always someone I could step on." And as she does that, she lunges forward and grabs Summer's arm. And Summer, you start to feel a code being transmitted into your
No! Summer's getting hacked.
Summer, no.
And also, as this goes on, how many? New Game, out of the people that you have just met from the military zone, who do you like the most?
All the new people.
So, like the people that you rescued.
You see, you're asking someone that doesn't give a fuck who they like the most. So I think that's more of who's the most useful, and I think that would be the massacre lady.
Mass
Seduction.
Horizon.
Yeah, mass seduction.
Who is your favorite?
I think my favorite is actually weirdly the guy, the one who's like simping for She's My Sin.
Pretty Girls.
Because I think he's literally one of the minor members of her Visual K / glam rock.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, side group.
Probably.
Like literally, he's one of the few people who's in there still.
Yes,
with the 50 gone. You know,
he knows you. Summer, who is your favorite of the group that hasn't betrayed you?
Probably Landslide.
Landslide. Okay, interesting.
Interesting choice. That's a thought.
Sin, who is your favorite?
I mean, it's smitten with mass seduction.
Okay, yeah. So as this information, as Summer, you start to feel this code start to infect you. This very generic looking dude shows up called Little Lion Man.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No.
And he takes out a banjo and he knocks Mass Seduction's head and de-reses her, and you just see permaban.
I want to die. Fuck Mumford and Sons. I'm sorry.
Why was it my favorite?
You chose.
It was also mine, technically.
It was the vote.
Oh, that's
of the
true.
Group.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
true.
in that moment, I'm gonna, because of my thirst powers, 505 and Crying Lightning hold hands Wonder Twin style, and they teleport all of you out. But Summer, you have a little bit of a code, and you're winking off into existence as Little Lion Man smirks and says, "You won't get away, pretties."
God, he would be a moderator.
Ooh, he would. He fucking would.
And as you are, and as red moderators descend upon the Libero base, you see Horizon. You hear a whisper in the back of your mind as Malice Miser, the creature that you have summoned upon, offers you great power in the moment to send a little shockwave behind you. So he's mechanically offering you XP in exchange for an unknown, and you'll get power to blow away the competition or blow away the moderators.
You know that she's gonna do that. Absolutely. She hates bullies. She bullies the bullies. She's gonna, if Malice, and she sort of trusts Malice Miser, so she's like, hell yeah, give it to him, babe.
Okay, you unleash the power, and it destroys it dereses everybody except for Willow and Little Lion Man, who escape in the nick of time. And as this happens, new game, and you're winking away, you get a ping on your HUD as you get a PM from Kerosene. And it says, "New game. I know you don't have the time, but come find me, please. K." As we end this session of Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Hey.
We'll do the XP next time. We've advanced the plot a little bit. I've hopefully made you all very mad at me, which was my
I want to fight you. How dare you?
I'm a little mad and excited. I want you to make me mad at you, so that makes me excited. So I'm like mad, but I'm also excited. Like I'm happy with you. I'm happy and mad. Happy.
It's a very confusing set of conditions. Happy, mad.
By the way, make sure to keep all of your conditions. By the way, all of you can have them, because we're gonna, because there's not gonna be a time jump after this one. We're gonna start up right after.
We shall read.
So keep your conditions.
Sounds good.
Yeah. There's just, a little bit more things just popping in. All of this. I know you don't have time, as Heidi says in the chat. But come and find me.
Yeah, going to find you.
To all of you who have stuck with us on the second night of 5, I'm glad you stuck around. I hope you've enjoyed everything. I've been your Thirst Master Logan from the Fantastic Worlds Productions. You can find me at MainMan08 on social media. We'll be back here next Thursday. New game signing off.
Hi, I'm Tick. I go with he, she, they pronouns, and you can find me as a player on Goblets and Gays, a very wonderful gay Pathfinder podcast that Aubrey runs.
Yes. I am Sweet Jess, the ringmaster of Greatest Show on Earth, a Patreon exclusive Pathfinder 2e podcast on the Fantastic Worlds Network. But I also play Minette and what? Oh yeah, we have a new episode coming out tomorrow. I was reminded by our our secret voice in the background.
The voice of God.
Miser.
The voice of God, Wizard of Oz, behind the curtain,
yes.
told
Pay
me
no
that,
attention.
Yes, pay no attention. Yes, new episode tomorrow. So, I mean, if you're not subscribed, like, come on, give us $6. Anyways, I'm also Minette, and then later Andromeda. It's a lot of things. No reason to know why on Fantastic Worlds Pod, and I'm Ballad on Far Beyond the Stars.
And you are incredible.
Aren't I? I know. Tell me more.
Next, we got Cruel Summer.
Hello, I am Aubrey. I play Cruel Summer. I am, as Tick said, the GM of Goblets and Gays. It's a lot of fun. Go check us out. And we have Cruel Summer and I both use she, her pronouns. And you can find me personally on Twitter at Mad Queen Cosplay.
She homebrewed that world, and it's
so good.
It's so good.
I've been working on that world for 4 years.
Oh my god,
it's so good.
And last but not least, our favorite villain.
Thank you. Reformed villain. Former villain.
Evil, dark,
nasty. But trying to be better. Hi, I'm Abby. I play She Is My Sin, and I also, in other places, GM the Far Beyond the Stars podcast, which is a Starfinder adventure starring Jess. And some other people.
And only me. No,
only Jess really matters on that show.
Clearly.
Also from the Fantastic Worlds podcast, starring Logan and pretty much no one else.
Yeah, starring Logan only.
His character is ridiculous in the best way possible. And the next episode of Greatest Show on Earth drops tomorrow on our Patreon feed, which Jess also ringmasters, and that it's special.
Dr. Seleno.
And honestly, I'm the star of that one.
She's the star of that one.
So I feel like we all split stardom.
We're all the stars.
And you should go ahead and check it out. Yep.
One last plug. Come join our Discord at the Fantastic World Collection Discord. There's so many beautiful gems, such as
it's literally too fun.
My starring character singing popular in character.
Oh
which
my
was
god.
ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. Fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
God.
But there's so many good things. We all hang out there. We all chit chat. We hope to see you there. This will be saved for next time. But we're logging off, and we hope to see you again, same time, same place, next Thursday, July 29th.
Stay gay.
And this recording will stay gay, stay queer. And this recording itself will be available on YouTube later on as well. If you missed portions of it, just look for that in the upcoming days.
Of course.
Goodbye, all my queer lovelies and all non-queers who I also love.
Hey.
Good night.
Good night.
Stay thirsty.
Stay thirsty.
Don't let
Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I don't mean to be rude. Yeah. I'm just a little different from all these dudes. Okay. They riding waves, me, I'm up on a cruise. Yeah. You feel like me, then you got nothing to prove. I see him trying to do what I do. Yeah. Even Mick Jagger couldn't move like I move. Yeah. You think you're how I look, I'm up on the moon. Yeah. Got fresh to death and it came out of the tomb. That's cause I got a different type of gratitude. Don't be sour, got my power from the Beatitudes. And we did it the long way, check out the latitude. I'm unapologetically fly, no wonder why, that's just my attitude. Yeah, that's right, yeah, that's just my attitude. Oh, yeah, I don't blame you, if I was you, I'd probably be getting mad too. Yeah, I know now that there ain't no better dude. That's just my attitude. Okay, that's just my. I'm sorry, homie. I don't mean to be flawless. Yeah, I seen that.